ho, ho, Merry Christmas. Hey, this is Pastor Karl coming to you from Kidology.org. Welcome to Kidology's Facegram PodTube. We're coming to you wherever you are, however you're watching. So be sure you click like and share and follow and the little heart, whatever it is, wherever you're watching this, because I am trying to be as accessible as possible for you. Hey, I've got a really fun new game that I want to talk to you and share with you about, tell you about, and talk a little bit about the creative process behind it. It's called the Nativity Challenge. I've been working all week on this, and I've just got it all set up, and I'm ready for Sunday morning. You can download everything you need. Probably you can't pull it off by this Sunday, but you can, Christmas Sunday, the week after Christmas when it's down, you just want to do a fun game show type thing. Hey, this podcast is sponsored by the Jesus Storybook Bible. What a great gift to get kids for Christmas, to encourage your parents with all the fun toys and everything. Encourage your parents to get your kids a new Bible for Christmas and just to begin the new year right. What a great New Year's resolution to challenge parents to be encouraging their kids, not just to read their Bible, but especially when they're younger, to read with them. You just go to ZonderKids, that's Z.com, and pick up the Jesus Storybook Bible. It's beautifully illustrated. It's whimsical. It's fun. See how the text isn't even always the boring straight way. It's got great pictures in it. And it's a lot of fun, and I've got one of these. I really enjoyed when my little boy was younger going through the Jesus Storybook Bible with him, and so I just want to give a shout out to ZonderKids, that's a Z.com, and check that out. But let me tell you about the Nativity Challenge, all right? There it is on screen there, the Nativity Challenge. If you recognize the artwork, it's the same artwork that I created for the Christmas clue hunt that's been out for many years. So I needed something new. So right here, I've got a spinning wheel, and you can see on the spinning wheel, we've got all kinds of the characters from Nativity. We've got the shepherds and animals, an angel and a wise man, a pig. There's Mary and Jesus and another shepherd, and there's another wise man. There's Joseph, another wise man. There's evil King Herod. I'll tell you about him in a little bit. And sheep. There's the innkeeper and another shepherd. And so I wanted to create a game because, with these familiar stories, you often have kids going, oh, I know this story. And so you've got to find a way to tell the story in a fresh way. So the kids that are visiting church, they haven't been to church, they're learning the story maybe for the first time, the true meaning of Christmas. But the kids that have heard it every year over and over and over again, they get to learn new things about the story, but also hear it in a fresh way. And so it's kind of a review telling. And so I decided to come up with a Nativity Challenge. Up here on the wall, each team has a blank, empty nativity. You can see the other team is over there on that wall. And then here are the characters that are just poster puttied to the wall that they are going to try to complete the nativity. Now, my room's empty because we have a huge event tonight, our gingerbread event, and the chairs have all been taken out of the room. They'll be back on Sunday morning. So the kids are going to be sitting out there in the chairs, and they're going to be coming up one at a time and competing, and they will spin the wheel right here, the wheel of nativity, and they will be trying to land on one of the characters to complete their nativity. Now, there can only be one Jesus and one Mary and one Joseph, but the rest are unlimited, right? Because there's not three wise men. We don't know how many shepherd, and technically there's probably one innkeeper, but there can be multiple innkeepers. But each one of the characters they land on comes with a challenge, and that's where the game show comes in. So I had to get creative and think about, all right, for each of these characters, what would be a fun game? So if they land on Mary, we all know the song, Mary, Did You Know? That's an easy true, false. So I've got a folder here with Mary questions. They're all easy true or false questions. And this gives you a chance to do some teaching, to have a question that the kids maybe don't know. Some are super easy and silly. Some are educational and may surprise them. Like, there were three wise men. Nope, actually, we don't know how many there were. There were three gifts, but not three wise men. If they land on Joseph, we need a physical challenge. And so down here, I've got some colorful Jenga blocks, and I'm going to do a game where they're competing to stack Jenga blocks in 60 seconds. Then someone from the other team will come up and compete, because the other team can steal the Joseph for their nativity if they win. Now, if they get baby Jesus, hey, salvation's free. Jesus is a free pass. So if they land on Jesus, they get him free. He's 500 points. All the points are explained in the download. But if they land on Jesus again, then they get a free pick, right, of any character that they're missing. Now, the wise men, now they're extra wise, right? They're super smart. So I've got a folder of a little bit tougher questions for the wise men. And they come with teaching explanations. It's just something I download from the internet, some great questions, and the kids will do those. Now, if they get the shepherds, they're known for their shepherd staffs, right? And what looks like a shepherd staff but a candy cane. So I've just got a fun game where the kids are racing to see how many candy canes they can pick up with a single candy cane. So it's the Candy Cane Shepherd Challenge. And if they win that, or the other team does, they earn a shepherd. And several kids will get to play, and they'll get points for everyone. Now, the innkeeper's a little tougher because he didn't have room for Jesus, right? And so I've got a game here that's called the No Room Game. Now, if you know the game of Zilch, it's basically the same game. There are 10 cups, and each cup has a number in the bottom. And 2 kids will compete and take turns picking a cup. All right, there we go. There's 9. And I put a little line under 6 so you can tell the difference. There's 1 through 9. But one of the cups says no room. That's the zilch. So basically they take turns picking cups and adding them up. They can quit anytime they want. If they get 9 and 8, that's 17 points. That player may just want to quit. The other player can keep going and try and get more points than that. But if they get that no room, then their turn is over. So that's just a fun little innkeeper game. Who am I missing? Oh, the animals. So you notice there's pigs and cows and sheep on here. So this is a great little game where they will then draw from one of my folders over there a Christmas carol. And then they will have to sing that Christmas carol. Their team will try to guess what song it is, but they have to sing it as an animal. So if they've got the cow and they get Let It Snow, they're going to be moo, 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 moo. Or if they get like pig and jingle bells, they're going to be going oink, 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 oink. And their team is trying to guess what song they're singing. So that's kind of fun. Now, it is unlimited characters, so that's why I've got some plates here with extra characters, because they can have as many shepherds or angels. Oh, and the angel game, that is a halo toss game, and that's at home, so I can't show that to you, but it's these pointy little hats and some little ring. It's a ring toss game because, of course, angels have halos. So I tried to consider what would be a fun game that loosely relates to the character in the manger. Some of them are knowledge questions. You know, there are things that they're going to have to know, and if they don't know it, they're going to learn. But all the kids are going to win. In the end, they'll all get a treat or a candy or something and have fun learning. So I want to talk a little bit. People always go, Karl, how do you come up with these creative games? Now, the point is not just fun. I mean, if we just want the kids to have fun, we could just throw out a bunch of games and, just do silly stuff. But I always start with wanting the kids to learn and wanting to learn in a way that's engaging and fun. And so as I was brainstorming about what could I do new this year, I realized it's all about the Nativity. And so I kind of came up with the name, the Nativity Challenge. Okay, well, what would the challenge be? Well, if it's a Nativity Challenge, then the challenge would be to complete the Nativity. Okay, so what are the items that got to go in there? Well, you got Mary and Joseph and Jesus, and of course the wise men and shepherds. That's easy. So I was like, well, then how can they win those characters? And so I just started brainstorming just on a pad of paper what could be a game or a challenge. So, Mary, the song Mary Did You Know came to mind, and some good true false. And for Joseph, he's a carpenter, so I thought wood would be great, and a game of Jenga. And so I just went through each one and thought, what could I do as a challenge? If you've got an idea for a really cool, interactive, fun game that fits one of the characters in the Nativity better than mine, boy, you comment, you let me know, and I'll modify the game, and it'll be a lot of fun. But my end goal is that they're learning. Even when they get an answer wrong, they're still learning. They're still learning through even having the wrong answer, because they remember what they learned through that experience. And so it's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to playing it. It's all available on Kidology, the downloads, the screens, the rules, the trivia questions, the graphics. You just go to kidology.org/ Nativity challenge, and you can download all of that. It is all free to those that support our nonprofit ministry with a modest membership fee. And remember, if you can't afford the membership fee, it's there to support the costs of the ministry. But if you're a student or a small ministry, a missionary, you're overseas, just go to kidology.org/scholarship, fill out the form there, and we'll give you a free all-access membership to the website. But thank you for those of you who support the ministry. It makes it possible to create those custom graphics and to host the website and to do all the things that we do to equip and encourage you in your ministry. Kidology remains. This is our 25th anniversary this December. Yeah, Kidology started in December 1994, and we are now in our 25th year of equipping and encouraging you in your children's ministry through just creating resources that are creative, that are innovative, that are fun, that are biblical, that are relational, that are interactive, that are creative. And honestly, they just come out of my weekly ministry to kids. And then I just share them with you. So if you've not been on Kidology in a while, there are video training, there are recruiting tools, there are full curriculums, there are creative ideas, holiday ideas. There is a wealth of resource that really, when you look at what you get free as an all-access member, it completely pays for the membership. So thank you for your support. And remember, this podcast was sponsored by the Jesus Storybook Bible. Get one of these for your kids this Christmas. Encourage your parents to get a Bible for their kids for Christmas. After all the dolls and the action figures and the video games and all the electronics, make sure they're getting something that invests in their kids spiritually. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and like and follow. Definitely share. And of course, give feedback. I'd love to hear from you. And if there's questions or things or ways I can encourage you in your ministry, questions I can answer, topics I can address, let me know, because as I always like to say, you can help shape the show here on Kidmin Talk. So have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time here on Face Gram Pod Tube Kidology, also known as Kidmin Talk.